Welcome back, guys. We are here for the final round of our Battle for Zendikar Pack Pressure Win Swiss draft, and it looks like a keep. I'm gonna go and risk it. We've seen a couple cards we haven't seen at all this match so far. I haven't seen the Courier Griffin, and I think I did play the Tide Drifter one game. That's actually a good draw. I mean, we got two things we can get down. So I was going to say, if our opponent plays something great, we'll play the Tide Drifter. If they don't play something, then we'll go ahead and play the Mist Intruder. Maybe get an early ingest while we're building up to a Cloud Manta or a Royal Spout. No play. Alright. So up to 3 mana. Go ahead and attack in. See what we ingested. Oops. Alright, Culling Drone. He may have been looking for that. And then I guess we play the Coral Helm Guide. It doesn't make the best use of our mana, but it does put the most power on the board. Well, that guy's pretty large. And we did hit our 4th mana. So I think I just go ahead and attack the Mist Intruder and play the Cloud Manta out. I'm going to try and play a little faster. We got way behind in the last game. Opponent's going to come on in. That's fine. Alright, so a couple of options here. We can Royal Spout and get in for 6. I think that's probably the best way to go, and then we can get it back with the Tide Caller. Unfortunately, we can't awaken it, but that's okay. Can't always have all the values, but we did kill it too. We exiled it, so it's worthwhile noting. I wouldn't mind drawing a land. Ah, perfect. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and get in with our flyers. And now the question is, with 5 mana, what do we want to do? I would kind of like to put 2 things on the board. I think the best play is going to be Tide Drifter, Sky Spawner. Best use of mana, best use of our resources. Not worried about a sweeper as long as our opponent doesn't have double bite. And this looks incredibly difficult to come back from. So I think it's just lethal, right? If I bring back the Royal Spout, bounces 1 blocker. And get in with everything. He may just concede here. That's 9 damage. So it is more than lethal unless he has something. Alright, game 1. So, what do we want to change, if anything? I want to get a better early draw. A couple of 3 drops in my opening hand would be nice. Do we want to smite? Another encircling fissure? I think I'm fine with it. Ooh. Yeah, it's a keep. It's, not a good hand, really. I guess it could get better. Play our 0-5. Just lets him get in for 2. Alright. Clearly no attacks with our 0-5. Opponent's running out of blocks. Yes, I would trade a Eldrazi Scion for his Thrall, even though it ramps him a little. Which may be what he had in mind, I'm not sure. Alright. I suppose this turn we just keep up Spell Shrivel. Probably take 3 damage. Holding 6 mana, the Hedron Archive would be a great draw. Yeah. That one's also pretty good. It doesn't allow us to leave Spell Shrivel up, but it allows us to start getting in. And getting some scries. Maybe we can find that Hedron Archive. Next turn we can use the Coastal Discovery and awaken it. That's a bummer. But it essentially leaves the board unchanged. So I think we're good. I wonder if he'll keep attacking in. It just taps his creature and doesn't do anything. So it's not the wisest play. So we're 2 mana away from the Devastator. No good attacks. So we'll go ahead and get some cards. And there's the Hedron Archive. So we're two turns away from it, but that's not bad. Because if that Devastator comes down, it probably will take over the game. Our opponent's deck has some good cards, but doesn't seem to have a whole lot more going on. Ah, there you go. So Encircling Fissure is awesome against that card, but you definitely need a white mana to play it. So we can have an Eldrazi Devastator come down next turn. And we can leave up Spell Shrivel this turn. Come on, Plains. Wonder if he's holding a land. Sorta doubt it. If it's not a swamp, I think we're still okay. If it's a swamp, we just have to take a ton of damage, I think. But I think if he had a land, he would have played it by now. There's not a lot of thinking to that. That's just a play your land and attack type of thing. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Pathway Arrows is a bit annoying. Right now I could just bring back the Coastal Discovery. But the Helmar Tidecaller does turn my 4/5 into a flyer. Now, we got plenty of life total. I think we just get this down. Yes, he can tap it. It's too good of a double block on the island if I attack with it, with the Vestige of Emrakul and the Forerunner of Slaughter. Oh, I totally picked the wrong one. I think he's just waiting for a land, and then he'll attack, but so far I think he's not drawn one. Can't imagine he would hold one. Oh, so actually he was doing math. It's a shame I tapped out. I think I'm just dead. We'll have to count. Yeah, so I can block 3 and even, so let's just say I have to take 10. I can only take one other creature. Yeah, it's just game. So we have to keep that in mind and keep up the Spell Shrivel. In fact, I kind of want the other one. And the other Encircling Fissure. And the Devastator doesn't seem as good against him. Tightening Coil seems good. I wish I had drawn that. Royal World's Retribution kind of sounds good too. I have not yet seen the Deathless Behemoth in a game, I don't think. Um, 2 cuts is kind of tough here. I do think I need to put in another planes again. And I think I cut the Coral Helm Guide and tempted to cut the Hedron Archive again. I don't know. Royal's Retribution sounds kind of expensive. I think I'm going to cut that out. This seems like a good hand. Got both colors of mana. Got 3. With a win condition, 2 bounce spells, and a counter spell. Yeah, this seems good. Oh, nice. Alright, now we have a way to get some spells back too, so we have all the time in the world now to do whatever. We just need to draw some threats, or get up to 6 mana. So take a turn off of Spell Shrivel in order to play a Sky Spawner? Actually, don't think so. I think we just wait. Oh, I have 6th. Oh well, that wasn't something I care about. Spell Shriveling. Move my hand away from the keyboard though. Yeah, I don't think I want him having that. Do I want a Clutch of Currents, a Scion token, and leave up the other Spell Shrivel? Or do I want an Eldrazi Sky Spawner? I think we Sky Spawner and leave up Clutch. Oh, I always forget that it's sorcery speed. But hopefully Spell Shriveling that first spell has hurt him. I'd rather him not have the mana, to be honest. I know some people really like this card. I don't find it all that good. I mean, it is good against my deck because of the Awaken cards I can bring back, but he's already used them. He didn't hold them up for that. Yeah, so this is a spot where, unfortunately, I think we just need to... I'm going to attack and play the Hedron Archive. Because it just opens us up so much to do other things. Now I can Royal Spout and Spell Shrivel. Seems pretty good to me. Or I can Drowner of Hope and leave up Clutch Occurrence. That seems pretty good. I wonder why he... That's very interesting. Oh, he saved it up to do the 1 damage. I got you. I was gonna say, why did he sack a creature to do that when he just had the land to play anyway? So I have the mana available now too. Alright, so I've got 7 available. I definitely want to bounce it. But I'd like to bounce it and then have a spell shrivel up. I could also Drowner of Hope this turn. And tap it down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. On his begin combat step. He does 1 damage, kills the other Scion. Okay. I guess we discard the Clutch. Or the Royal Spout. The Royal Spout's cheaper. Or, I'm sorry, the Clutch is cheaper. That's the only thing. And we can still get either one of them back. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Royal Spout. That's probably wrong. He's like, what is this guy holding that he would do that? So then... If I had 1 more mana, this would work better. Alright, so I think I do that. And then bring back the royal spout. And if he double blocks, I kill both of his creatures, and I still have the spell shrivel up. But I take 6 on the crackback if not. He's tapped out, so I'm going to do it. These are pretty valuable creatures. See if he recasts his dragon. Thing is, I'm not blocking. He can attack right in. I won't do anything about it. I wish I had a way to destroy a land. But I do not. See if he attacks. I think I would in his position, but maybe not. I don't think I'd attack with just one. What's the point of that? He's behind on the board. If I was going to attack, I'd attack with both. Because he's offering the trade. Because he fears my awakened royal spout. As he should. So 6, 7, 9, 10. I have 8 mana available. So he has nothing exiled, so he actually can't make me discard. So I think because of that, I'll go ahead and awaken an island. And I can get in for, what's that, 11? And now my island flies. He needs to either remove the tide caller or play a flyer and another blocker. So I think we got him. Nope, he did have a flyer. So I think I just attack in with the land. He has to block it and give up his angelic captain. Actually, I attack in... Do I attack with everything? I think... That gives him good blocks. I think this is the way to do it. That seems fine. Alright, see what he's got. And I may just sack the Hedron Archive at the end of the turn. Refill my hand a bit since I'm on 0. He's got cards. Especially if he's able to remove one of them. I imagine I've taken out his big threats, though. I mean, the Forerunner Slaughter is very good, the Angelic Captain is very good, and the Akum Hellkite is very good. Room Processor helps, though. And he does have something to... Oh, that's not good. Alright, what do we want to get back? Royal Spout? Sure, we take 7 here if he attacks, but that's pretty risky. And he's down to 1 card. A little surprised that he would do that. So if he doesn't play another blocker, I just have lethal, right? So there's no reason for me to block. Two answers for it, alright. Yeah, there's nothing in my exile. I just had to check before I bounce this, because I can attack for... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I can attack for lethal if I just bounce my own creature, but no, I cannot. See if he has a removal spell. Hopefully not one that exiles. That would suck. Yeah, he has some very good cards. Nothing I could do there. He goes to 5. He can play his Rune Processor for no value. I Tightening Coils it. It can't kill either one of my creatures. Get in for 2. Oh, that's good too. This has been a grindy game. I typically play aggro. I don't know if you guys watch these drafts very often, but I try to draft aggro pretty much every time. And so we go on. All right. think what's left in my deck that can deal with that. I guess there was no reason to really play that land. And I took out my 8 mana Eldrazi, didn't I? Yeah, I need another 4/4. Or a couple more 2/2s. But he can't attack either. Oh, Vigilance. Yeah, he can attack. Well, I think that's going to be the way we win the game, is this Encircling Fissure, if and when he decides to attack us for lethal. It's definitely a very good deck. I'm a little surprised to see him. I guess this is the 2-in-1 bracket. Or 1-in-1 bracket. So, do I do it now? Probably not. Going to 3. So he would only do that if he had another creature to play. Otherwise he just dies. Yep, I can't do anything about that. That's a good draw. And I think that might do it. Alright, so we got there. That's 2-in-1. Unfortunately, one of them was a bye. But thanks for watching. This has been Doug with Basement Level Magic. Hope you guys have a good night.